In this video, we are looking at two high quality IEMs in the $300 price range. The first one is the ISN Neo 5. This one has one dynamic driver and four BA drivers. And the other one is the Thieaudio Hype 2. I was really excited about this comparison because this one has four BA drivers, this one has two BA drivers, this one has two dynamic drivers, and this one is one dynamic driver. And it got me excited because will the 4BA driver of the Neo 5 outperform the Hype 2? And will the two dynamic drivers of the Hype 2 outperform the single DD of Neo 5? This was very interesting to me. I really liked the comparison too. Both are very similar. You will not believe me, but both are very similar when it comes to the signature and presentation. If we look at the cables, I somehow prefer the Neo 5 cable. The ISN cable is slightly more premium than the Thieaudio's basic kind of cable. There is nothing special about this cable, while the sonics of the SC4 is a bit more better than the Thieaudio Hype 2's cable. But both are very similar, no issues. This one doesn't have cable guide, and the Thieaudio has a cable guide. You guys can see the cable guide on the Thieaudio look nice, doesn't look bad or anything like that, so that is a very good thing. And if we talk about the build and finish, both are very similar. You guys can see both are very similar, but somewhere you guys can see that Hype 2 is slightly thicker than the Neo 5. Neo 5 and Hype 2 has very similar kind of build. uh, Maybe slightly larger is the Hype 2, slightly larger than the Neo 5, and that is not a surprise because dynamic drivers are bigger than BA drivers. So yeah, the Hype 2 is slightly larger than the Neo 5, which houses one more driver, but because of its higher number of BA drivers, it is a bit more smaller than the Hype 2. If we talk about sound quality, that is where things get very interesting. The dynamic driver, I have always mentioned that Penon Audio has nearly nailed the base of dynamic drivers. The delivery of bass with Penon and ISN IEMs is kind of unmatchable. There is no matching, and not at this price range for sure. The amount and the quality and the clarity of bass the ISN Neo 5 delivers is astounding. Believe me, the sub bass, the rumble, the amount of body slam and weight, the weight behind the notes it delivers is just outstanding. Fantastic for bass heads, and with the single DD, it doesn't need more. I don't know what the Quattro was capable of, but the base quality and quantity and everything of the Neo 5 is simply outstanding. It is one of the best base head IEMs you can get under $500. No questions about that. Excellent clarity with the bass, very good texture, and the bass notes move everywhere. It kind of hits and it explodes in every direction, and that kind of presentation feels fantastic. Very good presentation, and the area of impact is very good, very rumbly, as I said already. And yet the dynamics of this IEM is not bad at all. Very good dynamics for a bassy IEM. If we compare it with the Hype 2 has very good sub bass. No questions about the sub bass of the Hype 2 is fantastic too. I like the kind of sub bass rumble and the depth of the sub bass. Yes, the Neo 5 is a bit more ahead when it comes to the sub bass body and stuff, and similar kind of extension, but this one is not that big when it comes to the body, but has very good extension and very good rumble, and that nicely packed bass is very enjoyable too. Very good rumble. The mid bass is not very forward like the Neo 5. Neo 5 is very forward when it comes to the mid bass. This one is not that forward when it comes to the mid bass, and very good dynamics, very good clarity too, no issues there. And dynamics is slightly not that better than the Neo 5. Neo 5 somehow has better dynamics than the more balanced Thieaudio 2 Hype 2. So that is kind of baffling to me. Yet both are very good when it comes to bass, but yes, the Neo 5 is a step ahead. And if we move on to the mid range and treble, that is where the Hype 2 pulls ahead. This has better clarity, and that is kind of baffling because this has two BA drivers for the mids and highs, while this one has two BA drivers for mids and highs each, two for bass, two for mid and two for highs. So yeah, it has more drivers, but the clarity of the Hype 2 is better. The BA drivers that the Hype 2 have used is better. When it comes to clarity, it is very clean, very clear. Yes, the notes height could have been slightly taller, but no issues when it comes to the definition and resolution. The finishing energy is very good too. I like the cohesion and timbre of this one too. But but the Neo 5 is slightly lacking when it comes to that extra bit of finishing energy and finishing definition. But the tonality and timbre of this one is so much pleasing. It is so creamy and smooth. I like the smoothness of this IEM. Very good cohesion, very good tonality, very good timbre. Excellent if you want a slightly laid back, smoother sounding IEM. Very good poise, exceptional poise, and no issues if you want the clarity or details. Very good clarity, very good definition, yet is very comfortable to listen for as many hours you want. Both are very comfortable, very capable, but thanks to the slightly higher details and resolution, I will give it to the Hype 2. If we move on to the treble, there is kind of no contest here because the Neo 5 is very calm. It has very good extension, no issues with the extension or anything like that. But the energy is not great in the upper treble region, and there isn't a lot of technical things going there. Okay, it is not very technically capable, but the sonics and everything is fantastic. No issues with the sonics. The movement of things are very good, but thanks to its warmer and fuller notes presentation, it kind of feels slightly lacking when it comes to that agility, that clarity, the extra bit of air between instruments, and the micro details that we get between the instruments is not exactly great with the Neo 5. It is a more cohesive, more calm sounding IM, while the Hype 2 is more agile, more cleaner, more detailed, and very well presented. Very good when it comes to definition, clarity, and transparency. I like the Hype 2 for its details too. Now, if we talk about stage, there is something odd happening with the Hype 2. Okay, the vocals are placed a bit further than I would like them to. Sorry, my mistake. The vocals are placed a bit too closed in. Okay, a bit too closed in. They are a bit too intimate. They do not spread out as much, which is not the case with the Neo 5. The staging of the Neo 5 is more even. There's a bit too much of air with the Hype 2. It kind of feels like the air between instruments in the treble region is a bit too high. It kind of feels like slightly hollowish, while the Neo 5 is a lot more even and sounds very even. If we talk about stage, Hype 2 has a smaller stage. What the Neo 5's 4BA drivers have made sure is that we get very good staging. The stage of the Neo 5 is bigger than the Hype 2, yet the Hype 2 has a bit more details. So it's like pick your poison. Bass head, high quality base IEM or a high quality balanced, well balanced IEM. If you are looking for a base head IEM, Neo 5 is the one to get, no questions about that. Fantastic base, fantastic base body, not lacking at all, and overall smooth. While this one is a rumbly, not very bassy, yet very well defined, very well detailed IEM. So this is it. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Enjoy.